After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down now. It's Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Black Knights nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. 3 down. Out. Zoom.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Big gap. Check 4.
To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. Watch the run. Kill. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill.
Go.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Dante Fowler in on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. from 13 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Interception, baby. All day.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't going nowhere.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A gain of 30. First down, Baltimore.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. 36, 36. Alert flare. Hey, Mike.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
43 is the mic. 43.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And I think the ball's out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Zip this. Get go.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch twist, watch twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Ball trot.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. It's complete to Fuller. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's going to be a long day. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Let's get it together, defense. Let's go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Night, sweetheart.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down, You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Check 66, bullet, half. Check 37. Jim, squeeze. Jim. Under 10, 10. Kill. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's get some penetration. Check, crunch. Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 13. He gets it to Cooks. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And give him another Number 6, it's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so... And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
First down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hill, the lone setback. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.